Dear students, in the previous YouTube class, I was discussing about the mechanism of ascent of sap. Let us continue with the same concept, right? Let us understand how the ascent of sap or the movement of water occurs, right? And here, uh, one force is mainly responsible for this one. Okay, and in the previous class, I told you for the ascent of sap, the two important uh, process are involved. One is called as the root pressure, then another one is called as the transpiration pull, right? And let us understand about the transpiration pull, right? And here the transpiration driven ascent of xylem sap depends mainly on the following physical properties of water. Okay, and why we are going to call it as the transpiration driven ascent of xylem sap? Okay, because due to transpiration only a tension or a stress is developed in the leaf part. Okay, that is called as the transpiration pull. Okay, because of this one we are going to mention it as the transpiration driven ascent of xylem sap. It depends on the following physical properties of water. Okay, and let us try to understand uh, in the xylem or in the plant body, right? Xylem tissue will be there, and in xylem continuously the water column will be there. Okay, and that water shows some physical properties. Okay, those physical properties are nothing but one is cohesion, and second one is adhesion, and third one is surface tension, right? Surface tension, right? And here let us understand what is cohesion and what is adhesion and what is surface tension, right? Okay, and here uh, cohesion means what here? Cohesion means it is nothing but the mutual attraction. Okay, mutual attraction between water molecules. Okay, and I told you where water molecules will be present in the xylem only, right? Okay, mutual attraction between water molecules. Okay, and one more point is adhesion. Okay, or property. Adhesion means what here? Attraction of water molecules to polar surfaces, right? Attraction of water molecules to polar surfaces. It means what here? Say for example, surface of trachary elements. Okay, inside the trachary element. Okay, trachary elements means what here? Both the tracheae or vessels as well as the tracheids. Okay, tracheae as well as the vessels, they are together called as the trachary elements, right? Okay, adhesion, it is nothing but what here? Attraction of water molecules to polar surfaces. Say for example, surface of the trachary elements, right? And one more property of water is the surface tension, right? Surface tension means what here? In liquid phase water molecules are more attracted to each other. Okay, in liquid phase the water molecules are more attracted to each other than in gaseous phase or in the gas phase. Okay, this is surface tension. Okay, all these physical properties of water are responsible for the uh, ascent of sap. Okay, and one more thing is mm, uh, the points what we have mentioned here. All these properties, they will give water high tensile strength. Okay, high tensile strength. Okay, again tensile strength means what here? It is nothing but the ability to resist pulling force. The ability to resist pulling force. Okay, and in the beginning only I told you the water will move up. It is mainly pulled one. The water will be pulled, not pushed one, right? Okay, the ability to resist a pulling force and high capillarity. Okay, high capillarity means what here? Capillarity means ability to rise in thin tubes. Okay, ability to rise in thin tubes. Okay, again here thin tubes are nothing but what here? They are nothing but the trachary elements only, like the xylem vessels as well as the tracheids, right? And here in the last point, what is the in plants capillarity, okay, the capillary movement of water, okay. In plants capillarity is aided by the small diameter of the trachea elements, right? Okay, trachea elements means what here I told you, the tracheids as well as the vessel elements, the tracheids as well as the vessel elements, right? Okay, then uh, xylem vessels, regarding the xylem vessels, okay, where the xylem vessels will be present from the root system, it will begin, okay, till the leaf part, and or in the leaf portion, or till the leaf portion, the xylem elements or the xylem vessels will extend, right? And the important function of the xylem vessel, okay, xylem vessels from the root to leaf vein, they will supply water for the photosynthesis, right? uh, Xylem vessels, they will supply the water for photosynthesis. Where the water will go here, it will go up to the leaf vein, okay, because in the leaf portion only the photosynthesis phenomenon will occur, right? Okay, and I told you, for the photosynthesis process the plant will utilize less than 1% of the water, okay, and the remaining water or the majority of the water content will be lost to the atmosphere through a process called as transpiration, right? And here uh, the another point, there is a continuous thin film of water over the cells, okay. It means in the leaf part there will be water movement. How it will be? There is a continuous thin film of water over the cells, okay. Water will continuously it will move on the surface of the cells, right? So as water evaporates from the stomata, right? Okay, as water evaporates through the stomata, right? And it is nothing but the transpiration only, okay. When it is nothing but when the transpiration occurs, okay, then water pulls into the leaf from the xylem, okay. It means when water is lost into the atmosphere, some kind of stress is formed in the leaf portion, okay. And leaf means what here? In the leaf veins, okay, that will drag or that will pull the water content from the xylem, right? And here one more point is, when we observe the atmosphere, okay, the concentration of water vapor is lower than that of the substomatal cavity and intercellular spaces, okay. This is the important point here, okay. In atmosphere the concentration of water vapor will be less or lower when compared to the substomatal cavity and the intercellular spaces of the leaves, okay. And this difference in the concentration helps water to diffuse into the surrounding air, okay. And due to this one, what will happen in the leaf here? This will create a pull, okay. This will create a pull, and that pull is commonly called as the transpiration pull, okay. Transpiration pull, and we also call it as a tension, okay. And we also consider it as the negative hydrostatic pressure. We also call it as the negative hydrostatic pressure, right? Okay. And because of the development or the creation of this transpiration pull, okay, it will help for what here? It will help for the ascent of sap, right? And here finally, based on this, we are going to mention one more point, right? the forces generated by the forces generated by transpiration can create forces generated by transpiration means what here? It is nothing but the transpiration pull only. It can create pressures sufficient to lift a xylem sized column of water over 130 meters high, right? Okay, because of this force or this transpiration pull, what is the meaning here? The water will move up to 130 meters high in the plants, okay. Like this the water movement occurs in the plant, right? What is the main important point here? The water movement or the ascent of sap occurs mainly due to the development of the transpiration pull in the plant body, right? And remember where this transpiration pull is created, in the leaf portion. Okay, then it is responsible for the pulling of the water from root part to the remaining parts of the plant, right? Okay, then more point is this is regarding the ascent of sap. This entire mechanism is over now, right? And one more concept is transpiration and photosynthesis, a compromise. Okay, it means what here, uh, what is the importance of transpiration to other processes. Okay, and we are going to consider the other process like photosynthesis, how transpiration will help for the photosynthetic process, right? And here what is the first point here, uh, if transpiration occurs. Okay, what is the first point here? Photosynthesis is limited by available water, okay, which is swiftly depleted by transpiration. What is the meaning of this one? Photosynthesis is limited by available water. It means what here? I told you, uh, the plant absorbs a huge amount of water. Okay, it will daily absorb. Okay, but in that only or less than 1% of the water is utilized for the photosynthesis, and the remaining will be lost. Okay, lost through the transpiration process, right? Okay, and the other important point is uh, the humidity of rainforests. The humidity of rainforests is mainly due to the cycling of water. Okay, cycling of water means what here? The water will move from root to the leaf, and again from leaf to the atmosphere, and again from atmosphere back into the soil. Okay, and it is nothing but the cycling of water, right? The humidity or the moisture content in the rainforest is mainly due to the cycling of water from root to leaf, and then leaf to atmosphere, and again from atmosphere and again back to the soil, right? And this is one more thing. And the next point is C4 photosynthetic system. Okay, C4 photosynthetic system, right? And we also call it as the C4 pathway. Okay, C4 pathway, already you have studied this concept in photosynthesis. C4 pathway means what here? It is nothing but an alternative pathway of carbon dioxide fixation, right? We can easily define like this. Okay, C4 pathway means what here? It is an alternate pathway of carbon dioxide fixation which is found in uh, some of the monocot plants as well as in some of the dicot plants. Monocot plants means what here? Sugar cane, maize, etc. But it was first time discovered in a plant called as sugar cane, right? And even it also occurs in case of jawar and as well as the maize plants. Okay, then in case of dicots, okay, amaranthus and few herbaceous plants, right? Okay, which grow in dry regions, okay, or temperate regions, right? They will show this C4 pathway. Okay, what I told you, C4 pathway means what here? It is an alternative pathway of carbon dioxide fixation which is found in some of the dicot as well as some of the monocot plants. Okay, and here a C4 plant, okay, we consider a C4 plant is twice as efficient as a C3 plant. Okay, C3 plant in fixing carbon. Okay, what is the meaning of fixing carbon here? It is nothing but making sugars only, right? And however, it loses only half as much as a C3 plant for the same amount of carbon dioxide fixed, right? And here remember, C3 plant will also fix the carbon dioxide and C4 plant will also fix the carbon dioxide. Okay, but what is the difference here? The C4 plant will use mm, only half of the water, okay, for the same amount of carbon dioxide fixed, right? Okay, and this is the important thing here, right? And due to transpiration, the transpiration process will help in the process of photosynthesis, right? Then the other uses of transpiration or advantages of transpiration, right? What are the other advantages here? It creates a transpiration pull for absorption and transport, right? It creates transpiration pull for absorption and transport, supplies water for photosynthesis, and even transports minerals from soil to all parts of the plant. Then one more use is cools leaf surfaces, sometimes 10 to 15 degrees by evaporation. Then last point, maintains the shape and structure of the plants by keeping cells turgid, right? These are all the uses of transpiration, right? Okay, I will explain the other concept, that is uptake and transport of mineral nutrients in the next YouTube class. Okay.